Hello, my name is Uma. I'm from conscious clothing brand called Upasana in Auroville. So Upasana began in 1997 and in the forest of Auroville, and only dream I had was to bring my country, India, to Auroville through textile. I didn't know anything else. Textile was the only pathway I knew of my expression, so textile became my pathway. And bringing India through textile had been incredible journey till the time Upasana branched out to design and social responsibility, and that became a big chapter for Upasana in coming future. In Upasana, we work with number 8, which is economic growth and decent work opportunity. We work with number 9, which is industrial innovation, where we brought chemical-free conscious clothing into the industry. And we work with number 12, which is conscious consumption. So fashion industry is not known for this. We're not known for conscious consumption. We are into luxury, avant-garde, doing things far top of the head rather than being mindful. So one of my biggest contribution through Upasana has been to bring consciousness in fashion industry. And this year, Elle Fashion Sustainable Award has been given to Upasana for its work for last 20 years, which marks the confirmation. Innovation for Upasana had been to cut the chemical exposure body has through fashion. So Upasana has been working with textile, which is healing, and a great number of textile is zero chemical. Many dyes we use is natural. So from heavy chemical textile to coming to the zero, neutral exposure of chemical on the body, to entering into positive information and then making it healing, it is incredible journey. So we also have been working with farming community, our contribution to organic cotton farmers, and launching a brand in 2011 of organic cotton brand Paruti was a historic milestone for not only for us, also for the country. India never had organic cotton as a local brand. Most of our cotton went to Europe, got converted, sold over there in a very high price, and that's the way organic industry had been organized. Today, sustainable fashion has become a trend, and I take a huge credit on that. For last 20 years of work of Upasana is what has given to the country, to Auroville, and to me in person. It means a lot to me. Auroville is very conscious as a community. When you say point number 8, decent work culture, it is so decent that any volunteers line up to work in Auroville, and it is one of the things is the way we work. So SDG is not something we are aspiring to, but we are beginning with, and that's very powerful in Auroville. All my life I have worked on that. No matter it is Upasana, or it is Banaras Weavers, or it's Kapas, or it is Tsunamika, or Small Steps, many social projects we have been part of. All of them had been focused around SDG number 5, which is about women and gender equality. Effort had been to bring consciousness in business. Now, consciousness in business is not what SDG UN talk about. In their terms, it becomes mindful consumption. So, and that comes into the point number 12, and that has become my recent work, and I got into activism, and I started creating many social projects around this. So point number 12 has been very, very dominant in my work. One social project of Upasana is on UN page today called Tsunamika, the ocean goddess, and we are building a campaign of life under ocean as a sacred space. Not as a space of activism or trying to make a change, but ecology, if it is not sacred, our life is under threat. And that is, it's a bit of a spiritual tone of it, which is where the Auroville and Mother and Sri Aurobindo comes in. And it kind of builds on to SDG of UN, but as icing on the cake, that we go a little further down through Tsunamika project, creating educational material for children, where this little doll says, I want to go home, and ocean is my home, and my home is full of your garbage. Will you give me my home back? And this dialogue is becoming a huge campaign. And there's a love story, there's a women empowerment, craft, fashion upcycling. So it touches many different other dimensions which we are concerned about. Fashion industry's waste is one of the top concern of the industry today. And we have been, as a unit, we have gone zero waste in that. And created all our little waste of fashion industry. I have converted as a symbol of hope, given $5 million to 90 countries, and running a campaign of clean ocean or life under water. As a part of gender equality, 0.4, I did one more project called Small Steps, and we began to make bags. And we were making bag in 14 different villages in Tamil Nadu area, empowering women on their home front, not calling them to come anywhere to do a job. Their economic growth was in their, next to their kitchen. And that has been very successful. That one side, it is gender equality. Other side, it creates economic growth. And next level, it is tied to create greener society and better responsible consumption. That you cannot be throwing plastic on the road. Let's do something about it. I have been struggling is this consumer behavior. Being conscious while we do any act of purchase. And that is where I am moving into education, that these are finally comes to whom are you supporting in our buying behavior. So I spend a lot of time with the design schools and design students, and also conduct workshops here in my own unit in Upasana. What I see is that very soon we will be transcending this, because that's where the life begin to change. SDG is a breaking the ground even for industry to behave, to be more responsible, to be equal, to be social, and so on. The best thing would be that it becomes the beginning point for all the industry, like what Auroville has been doing it. If that becomes for India, if that becomes for Asia, the world will change. We are the largest continent where the world production takes place. And that will be for me the dream time, that we will be able to create a better livelihood, better decent opportunity, gender equality will be better, and mindful consumption will be rooted in Asia, not made in Asia and rooted somewhere else. As a small unit, we have empowered in sum total thousands of families. Right now, I am on the mission of reaching 100,000 school children for life underwater education and awareness program. And we would be creating few hundred jobs in the village at home for women as a livelihood. In 2011, Japan had tsunami. 100,000, this tiny doll traveled to Japan as a peace, solidarity, and prayer from India. It was a big wave where Japanese, they are not known for showing emotion, and no nation has done things like that. So our women from Tamil Nadu has written letter in Tamil to them. It got translated in English, and then it got translated in Japan, and then it went and Peace Boat, which is a cruise ship on the neutral space of water carrying the message of peace, was our partner, who carried the huge parcel from India for Japan's victim, and that was powerful. I still have loads of Japanese friends because of that. The future has been forecasted that it belongs to 3C: communication, creativity, and collaboration. And this will be the 3 critical C which are going to change and shape the future. Collaboration and collective approach to change things is is going to be the base. It won't even ask for our permission. That is trending. That's where we are heading. So it's better that we open ourselves and board into the bus sooner than we are dragged into it in an unprepared way. It's very vital. One more direction I'm moving into, creating a beautiful, affordable living spaces for future humanity. We have made our life very difficult for reason we don't know. Or maybe it's just hyper industrialization or this hyper greed in capitalist society that it has built it up. I see myself creating more of spaces and bringing the sense of mindfulness in that space and making it really visible and giving it to people as experience. I'm so glad that SDG exists, you see. It's really, it kind of compels the industry to look at things differently, and rather it has inspired the industry to look at things differently. We have been pretty laissez-faire, wherever whoever did what, and only yardstick was how much money you made. So it shifts the way the yardstick is set. So Auroville for me becomes a very pioneering, energetic space which becomes a catalyst. And it holds the sense of being a catalyst is very powerful space. And it is being a catalyst or not in the space of material, but spiritual. And that's going to shape a new humanity.